And it is Anna Runny, and welcome to the Classy Career Girl podcast. I am super excited. Today, I am going to go over an article that I just wrote on Substack. I'm going to walk you through it. So if you'd rather listen or watch than read, you're in the right place. This is the place to be. This article that I just wrote this week is about 15 ways that moms can still make their first $1,000 from home even with AI. And we're going to go through the whole 1K mom path, different ways that you can generate revenue from home. This is really important because I'm hearing from a lot of you guys, AI is replacing side hustles. How can I generate income? It's a tough economy. People aren't buying. But there are still 15 ways that are working. So it is important to know AI is replacing some online side hustles. And I started my business in 2011. So I've been through this for many, many years. There were really great businesses for moms to start. Things like transcription or copywriting, or one of my favorite things to recommend for moms was to become a virtual assistant. I had a virtual assistant for 10 years and it really, really helped me in those early days. But now with AI, all of us have a virtual assistant in our back pocket. So we have to be very careful when it comes to starting our businesses right now, starting to generate income online. I'm going to go over today the best ways that you can start generating money online. And this is great for moms because things that moms do well, things like, connection, building community, problem solving, leading, teaching, sharing our real life experience, and being real humans. This is what we do best as women, right? So these jobs that are not these jobs, these businesses, these business ideas that I'm going to go over today, these are what you are uniquely positioned to offer, to succeed at, to excel at. And the goal is not to build like this massive business overnight. The goal is simply to earn your first $1,000 from home because once you do that, everything changes. I remember my first sale. I'm going to go over that on a future podcast. But today I'm going to dive into those 15 ways. Now, if you want help after you go through this and listen to this, and you're like, which one should I start with? How can I earn my first 1K? I am starting a brand new club. It's called the 1K Mom Club, and the focus is helping moms earn their first $1,000 from home. And for a limited time, founding members can join with 20% off. That means it's only $8 a month, and you can join the club at www.classycareergirl.com/mom club. It is on Substack, so that will take you to all my Substack articles. For sure, subscribe for free. But then if you want to join the club and get all of my support and help to earn your first $1,000 from home, make sure you subscribe as a paid member and then you become part of our 1K Mom Club. Now, let's dive into our 15 ways. I'm going to go over my top 4 recommendations first. So if you're not sure which one to start with, these are the simplest and fastest ways to reach your first $1,000. The first one is coaching. Surprise, surprise. This one's first for me. I started my business as a coach as well. So this is important because people don't just want information anymore. If we want information, we're going to go to ChatGPT and ask for information. People also, in addition to that information, they want guidance, they want accountability, they want like that cheerleader, that support from someone who has walked that path before them. And so this is what makes you as a mom a great coach to someone. And instead of charging per session, I always recommend like a simple monthly coaching model where you charge per month. So you could charge $250 per month. You could charge $500 per month. If you charge $500 a month, you just need those first two clients. If you charge $250 per month, you just need those first 4 clients and you're already generating that $1,000. Your coaching might include weekly calls. It could include voice messages or emails back and forth, or just a simple action plan that you share with your client and help them make progress towards their goals. Once you begin to get people results, you can start to raise your price. But the goal is really simple with coaching. You solve problems, you support people, you help them make progress, and you get paid. And when your clients get results, then everyone wins. My second idea for moms is consulting, very similar to coaching, but consulting is one of the fastest ways to earn money because you're using skills you already have. So think back to all of your previous experience. Maybe you have worked in marketing, recruiting, HR, leadership, operations, project management, education, tech, whatever your experience is. Businesses are constantly facing problems that they need your help solving. They need your unique experience, your unique skill set. And many small businesses, they can't afford maybe to hire like a full-time expert, but they can hire someone part-time, that help that guide them through this process. So consulting might look like reviewing a marketing plan, creating a marketing plan, helping a company improve their hiring processes, or helping a business owner organize their operations. Just one consulting project can easily bring in your first $1,000. Number three is digital guides. Huge fan of these. If your schedule is full as a mom, maybe you're in corporate and you're trying to do this in the evenings, or maybe you're a full-time mom at home and you just need that extra side income. Calls are hard. That means digital guides might be a great option for you because you can write them during nap time, you can write them in the evenings or on weekends. A digital guide is simply a focused resource that helps someone solve one problem. For example, a guide on how to start a small business, a guide on how to organize your homeschool year, a guide on a meal planning system, or a guide on productivity for moms. And you could sell the guide for $25, then offer even an upgrade. Like maybe when people buy it, you can create a video walkthrough of the guide for $100. And in the video, you simply walk them through step by step how to implement the guide. So that means, each sale could easily be $100, $125, and you would only need, eight or nine sales to get you to that first $1,000. So personally, I love buying guides. I love selling guides, and I love the walkthrough videos as well. I buy a lot of these. I homeschool my daughters, and a few years ago, I was brand new to homeschooling. I had no idea what to do. I had never planned to homeschool or anything like that. So I have bought a lot of guides. I've bought a lot of video walkthroughs as well. I am part of a membership program that I happily pay for because there's people that know how to do things better than me, and I'm learning as I go. So I'm happy to pay for that access with their guides. Number four is live workshops. This is another one of the fastest ways to earn $1,000 is host a live workshop. And this is actually how I started my business years ago. I invited people to small workshops and trainings where I shared what I knew and helped them take action. They were 90-minute live workshops. I recorded them and then you can sell them afterward as well. So you could teach a workshop about budgeting and finances, homeschool planning, career transitions, productivity systems, whatever your skill set is, whatever that problem is that you know how to solve. And for example, a $50 workshop with 20 people, that equals $1,000, your first $1,000. And the best part is, like I said, you can record it and sell the replay afterward. And that means that your live training that you do once can continue generating income for you again and again. And then at the end of that workshop, you can also offer additional sources of revenue like coaching, consulting, or a course that goes deeper as well. So like I said, if you need any help for this, make sure you go to www.classycareergirl.com/mom club, MOMCLUB. And that way you can become a founding member of our 1K Mom Club and get 20% off. So it's only $8 a month right now. Now let's go into some other ideas. Like I said, those are my four favorite ideas, realistic ways that I've generated income in ways that are still working right now, but I want to give you 15. So let's go to number five, because some of these might work really well for you as well too. I want to give you lots of options today. Instead of the ones I always talk about, which are those main four, I want to give you other options as well too. So the fifth one is bookkeeping. If you know anything about accounting and finance and QuickBooks, bookkeeping is an incredible opportunity. We use QuickBooks as well. Business owners are extremely busy, and bookkeeping is one of the first things that they hire out. In fact, bookkeeping was one of the first things I hired in my own business because I simply did not have enough time to manage it myself while working a day job, while growing a business, while being a mom. So if you learn QuickBooks and understand some basic bookkeeping, you can help businesses track expenses, manage their invoices, and organize their financial records for tax time. So even beginner bookkeepers often charge $200 or $500 per month. So just 2 or 3 clients could easily help you reach that first $1,000. And the best part about that is you have a lot of freedom there. You can do that, in your own time, when is best for you. Number 6 is social media management. Many business owners know that they should be posting on social media, but they simply do not have time to do it all. They're working with their clients, they're growing their businesses. We are busy. Business owners are busy and CEOs are busy. And so, even with AI tools available, sometimes people need that real person to help them manage it all, plan their content, schedule posts, and interact with the audience. You can use AI tools to make this a lot easier for your clients. You could help them solve problems by managing their Instagram, their Facebook, their LinkedIn, their TikTok, their Pinterest, any platform, all the platforms. Tasks might include creating their content calendars, scheduling posts, responding to comments, and keeping accounts active and generating leads and prospects for those business owners that they don't have time to do themselves. So just 2 clients paying you $500 per month could easily generate your first $1,000. Hopefully you guys are seeing how easy this can be. There are a lot of opportunities for you. Number 7 is closely related. If you want to focus on LinkedIn, you could do outreach for businesses. So, LinkedIn right now is one of the most powerful platforms for generating business leads for people. And many companies, they want to reach potential clients on LinkedIn, but they don't have the time to network, to send connection requests, to start conversations. It's all kind of like overwhelming. So you could help businesses send connection requests, start conversations, and get them booking calls. This kind of outreach, it can lead to new clients for their businesses, which makes it very valuable. And many companies are happy to pay someone to manage this process for them. Number 8 is newsletter writing. Email newsletters right now are becoming one of the most important marketing tools for businesses. A lot of people like me are jumping on Substack and writing and creating this long form content. There's been a lot of videos that have been popular over the last few years, and now everything is really condensed into like short videos, 7-minute videos or 7-second videos, reels. And a lot of people are looking for that long form content again, which is kind of those blogs, right? The writing. And so AI can generate content, but readers usually can tell when things feel robotic and you're like, AI wrote this. But newsletters that stand out are when they are thoughtful and put together by humans. And so, if you enjoy writing, you can help founders and business owners write their newsletters that educate their audience, share stories, and build trust with their readers. Number 9 is Pinterest strategy. So, Pinterest is still one of the best platforms for driving traffic to blogs, website, and online businesses. However, Pinterest takes a lot of time and consistency. The way Pinterest has changed over the years, and I know Pinterest, I've been on Pinterest for since it came out, and so I have seen the progression and seen kind of where Pinterest is going. And in the early days, you could put out 1 pin a day, maybe 2, and you would go viral. But today, you have to put out a lot more pins. There's also video idea pins that you have to be putting out as well too. It is basically at least a part-time job to do Pinterest strategy. And so that's why many brands are hiring people to help them with their Pinterest strategy, especially brands that are very visual. So many brands do need help. There's also keyword research you could help brands do, creating pins, posting regularly for them. So if you enjoy visual content and strategy, Pinterest management can become a very valuable service for someone that you could charge for. Number 10 is corporate workshops. So companies are increasingly investing in their employee well-being and their professional development. We want our employees happy. And so companies will, and they've done this for many, many years, they will hire speakers and trainers to host workshops on topics. It could be leadership, productivity, communication, work-life balance. Many corporations bring in speakers for lunches and professional associations, and they have the budget for that. I remember my first corporate workshop in 2014, and I got paid to go into a company in San Diego and give a presentation to all the women there. They had a professional women's group at that corporation. I got to speak to all the women in that one room and get paid for it. We'll talk about dream job, right? I was also very pregnant, so that was neat too. I think I was like 8 months pregnant at the time. So if you enjoy teaching and speaking, corporate workshops can become a powerful income stream. I got paid $1,000 for that speaking event. So at least you can charge at least that amount, if not more, for corporate workshops as well too, especially if you are helping them complete something by the end of that day. Like maybe you get a team together and you do a whole annual plan with them and you're with them that whole day. That could be even more than $1,000. I know I'm supposed to just focus on $1,000, but there's lots of opportunity in these options here. I hope you're getting excited. All right, number 11, online courses. Online courses, they continue to work well when they help people make real progress. Now, here is what has changed with online courses. We have ChatGPT, so we can get a lot of information about ChatGPT, but ChatGPT doesn't have like a real person. It's not helping me stay accountable. It's not giving me that one-on-one support. And so the most effective courses right now help people with the lessons. So there's lessons you can go through, but there's, in addition to that, there's also coaching, feedback, and community support. So very similar to our career coach certification program, there are courses that our career coaches go through, but then they also get my support as they go through certification, whether that's one-on-one or whether that's through our group cohort. So none of our coaches are just by themselves. I am constantly checking in with people who are going through our certification program, seeing how I can support them, seeing how I can help them. And so we're not just selling one online course with no interaction with you, because people don't just want information, they want transformation. And courses that combine learning with support can create powerful results for students. And I will lump membership sites into this category as well too, because membership sites are something that you're going to continue to get that ongoing recurring payment month after month after month. Number 12, now we're going into some other fun, exciting ideas. Kids clubs. So you could start a small club focused on something that you enjoy teaching. For example, nature study, art, creative writing, science experiments, math, entrepreneurship for kids. These clubs, they can be posted online or in person. If 10 kids join a program that costs $100, you've already reached your first $1,000. And I put this in here because I am now a homeschooling mom. I have been for a few years, and I see how much homeschooling is continuing to grow rapidly. So if you like kids or you like teenagers, or if there's anything that you want to do with kids and teenagers, I will say that moms are and dads are willing to spend the money to make sure that their kids are getting the education that they need. And there's also a lot of programs and scholarships out there as well too for kids who are homeschooling to be able to get that support as well too, and that education. And so it is definitely a huge opportunity out there if you want to support and help kids. Number 13 is closely related. Because its homeschooling continues to grow rapidly, another option that you should consider is selling lesson plans. And many families, like me, are searching for quality educational materials that make teaching easier. I have three kids. I have an almost 12-year-old, I have a 7-year-old, and I have a 4-year-old. So I have a very large age range that I am teaching my kids. I'm thinking about kindergarten. I'm also thinking about third grade. And then I'm also thinking about seventh grade. And I obviously want the best for my kids, right? That's very important for me. I bought a lot of lesson plans. I've bought a lot of guides. I'm continually investing in my own education so that I can support my kids. So that's why I think this is a great idea. If you can put together lesson plans for kids and for parents, you could create lesson plans, printable activities, learning guides, or full unit studies. You could create memberships as well. This is another great, or like a monthly lesson plan. And once created, these resources can continue selling again and again. So I pay, and I'll just tell you, I pay $300 a year to be in a membership that teaches a Charlotte Mason, which is the type of homeschooling I do with our girls. So I pay $300 a year to join this program. They give me my curriculum. They tell me how to implement the curriculum. They give mother support in there as well too. So the money is there, right? So that's $300 a year from one parent. If you get, four moms paying you $300 a year, you've made your $1,000 first $1,000 too. So lots of options there. Number 14 is to host in-person workshops. So this is a little different, similar to corporate workshops, but instead of the corporation paying, this is just in-person workshops that where individuals are paying, or you're hosting them for free and selling something after your presentation. And I have done this and it works. And so after years of everything moving online, people are craving in-person experiences again. There's a whole analog movement that is growing rapidly right now. I have definitely seen Gary Vaynerchuk talk about this as well too. People don't want to be online as much. Social media has really taken over. I know I am currently in a phase. I took Instagram off my phone and for Lent, and so I definitely understand how important it is to be in person. And so, an in-person workshop, you could have a local workshop in your community on topics like starting a business, organizing your home, parenting, something where you can attract people who want that community and that connection. So, of course, we can also do workshops live on Zoom. This is a little different because at the end of the workshop, they're with you live. So there is something about when people are with you live, they build that trust and relationship with you. And then you can offer coaching courses or consulting to people who want more support. And this is how many successful businesses start, is just like in the community with real people. Number 15, membership communities. Many creators are building that recurring income through membership communities. I've already mentioned this a couple times. Members receive things like coaching, workshops, accountability, that ongoing support, and memberships can provide consistent monthly income while helping people stay focused on their goals. So let's talk real quickly. I've gone through all 15, but what AI is replacing, I want you to get really clear on that. It's important to understand where things are shifting right now because many low skill online tasks are increasingly being automated. So that includes transcription, simple proofreading, basic virtual assistant work, data entry, simple resume writing. All of those things AI has replaced. So I would not start a business in any of those areas where 10 years ago I may have recommended some of those, right? So instead, the opportunity is shifting toward teaching, guiding, strategizing, and leading. And don't wait because many moms spend years thinking about starting something. But the truth is that most businesses begin with something simple, an idea. And I hope that I have given you an idea today. It starts with one workshop, one service, one client, solving one problem for one person. And your goal right now, it's not to build a massive business. Your goal is simply to earn that first $1,000 from home because once you do that, everything changes. You gain confidence, you see what's possible, and then the momentum begins to build. So I would love to invite you once again to join us in the 1K Mom Club. If you're ready to move from ideas that you have today into income, join us. We are doing a founding membership promotion right now where it's 20% off. So it's only $8 a month. And inside, you're going to get my 1K Mom workshop series where we go through over 5 weeks. We go through how to turn your idea into income, and you're also going to get the 1K income roadmap. You'll get simple scripts to find your first client, as well as weekly guidance to stay consistent and to market your business. The goal is simple: help you earn your first $1,000 from home. So I will see you inside. I can't wait to see which of these ideas you're going to try first. Send me a message, send me an email on whatever social media platform, or you can email me at anna@classycareergirl.com. Send me an email. Let me know which of these ideas you're going to try first, and I can't wait to support you. I'll see you guys later.